Welcome back to Mr. Smith Garage. We are here in the garage underneath Jill, the 1982 Vanagon. We're waiting on some O-rings for the 2002 Eurovan for the fuel injection problem that I created. One of the things I've noticed, I think on a couple of videos I've even maybe mentioned, is I've had a couple hiccups on Jill while I'm driving along. Jill is fuel injected, air-cooled, California emissions engine. You know, you got to have clear fuel and you got to have electricity, right, to run a gasoline engine. And I was thinking that maybe some of those hiccups could have been related to fuel. I haven't changed the fuel filters for a couple of years. And as I got under here and started looking, I saw, you can see quite a bit of sediment that's down underneath that filter. Well, I got a new filter here, and so I'm excited to put that one in. You can see it a little bit better. Last filter I put in split on the seam, this seam, and actually was leaking fuel, but this one's not split. But it does look dirty. I mean, you can see there's some black right in here. You can't see inside this filter, but I just so happen to have a fuel filter, a Bosch fuel filter for that one as well. And you just want to make sure you use the arrow pointed the right way. Fuel here is going that direction. Figured I'd do this. I'm getting ready to take a couple 100-mile drive down to San Francisco for a show. I think it's called Vanagon. It's the summertime show of Burning Van that's in the winter. And so I'm going to take this down, go to that. It's really just a gathering more than a show, but you know, like I want to say Burning Van, there was at least 20, 30 Vanagons that showed up, and I haven't been to this summer one yet, but I figure I might as well go do a video for it. Anyway, I'm going to get started on this. I'm going to use some fuel clamp to clamp off my fuel on both sides. I'm going to loosen one of these spring clamps to get the fuel out of here, and then I've got to pull off these special clamps that I have on here. I'll just check these hoses, make sure that they're all good, and we'll go from there. So I think I'm going to undo this one first because it's got a clamp on it. See how much fuel comes out. There we go. Yeah, you can see the dirt there. Okay, sorry, I forgot to turn that back on. So I'm taking these clips off. These kind of special clips. Ugh. They are not the easiest clips to take off, but they do come off. I've got a new one standing by, and I'm gonna stick in there. I'll show you all the junk that comes out of there when we get to it. Clip on. You can see this goes one way. It also has a little dial on here that says the flow is going that way, but you can tell small hose this side and big hose on the other side. Just like that. Flow is going the right way. Let me put this clip on. And then I've got a special clamper for that. Look at that. So this one is going on. Just want to make sure that that is on tight enough it's not going to come off, right? Oh, we got to turn it the other way. Turn it this way, so that when I do have to take it off, it's easier to pull it off from this side. Let's see if this is going to be able to tighten this down enough. Let's see. Oh yeah. So that's on now. Leaving the pump on. Everything's good with the pump. So now we got to peel this side off. that one off. And let's see how much fuel comes out of this side. Okay, here we go. You ready? Not much. Okay, that's good. Gotta get this one off. Okay. Dump some of that out, just so it doesn't spill on me. Okay, these are tough, I will say that. So a friend of mine that's a mechanic actually said that he hates these clips, but I like them because it's really hard for someone, well, I guess if they're stealing gas, I was gonna say it's really hard for somebody to steal gas. They just take to take these clips off, but I guess they just cut a line, huh? That's probably what they would do. They'd probably cut it right up there by the fuel tank. Don't get any ideas, thieves. I might change this hose too, because I can see some cracks forming on it. Let's see if I can get the other one off easier. Huh. Well. There we go. See, what I'm trying not to do is actually cram my finger in there too, but to get a good grip. There we go. Got it. So you just got to get it enough that you can peel it back. Once you peel it off that first one, the rest of those kind of come undone. And then you just peel it around. I do want to change that hose, so I'm going to go grab a piece of hose, but let me just pull this off. So we can see how dirty it is on this side. Yeah, not that dirty. So that's not too bad, actually. Huh, that's surprising. This one was really dirty, though. I'm going to take this clamp off. I'm going to go get a piece of hose. Now I'm working on getting this clip off. There we go. Again, we're going to replace this line. This line is only 5 years old, but because I just saw just a little bit of cracking on it, I thought, oh, why not change it? Alright, sorry for that little pause. Trying to make sure I get everything on here the way I need to, in the right direction. This is a little tough because these are just a little tight. But I think they're the right size. Okay, let me grab that little wrench. There it is. Okay, I think I might have to take this off to clamp that, because it's just a rough spot right there. So get myself an 8mm and loosen that. So I think what's interesting is I have a bunch of different fuel line, and I think I don't know if I have actually the right size fuel line for this, but I mean, this fits. It's just, okay, I think we're at a good spot right there. Okay, the camera got a little hot there, so let me just recap. I got these guys clamps on, new hose, new fuel filter over here. Clamped this one on with these because these are just a little too small. I need to get another size of these that are a little bit bigger for this 8mm line. And then clamped this back in here. Really like the way that clamped in there, but it's got it. It's not going to come out. It's got a little hook that goes over two little spots in here. All right, that should give me some at least clean fuel for the next couple of years. Oh yeah, and I put this back on with the boot. That's for the fuel pump. Thanks for watching Mr. Smith Garage. If you are not a subscriber, subscribe. Join the crowd. We just have a good time, mostly on Vanagons. I'm getting back to the Eurovan Lars in not too long a time. I'm just waiting for some O-rings to come so I can replace those O-rings on the fuel injectors. Hopefully you got a chance to see the car show from last weekend, and if you haven't, then go check it out. It's the Dub Nuts car show and Fast for Cartel race that happened just this Labor Day weekend up here in Redding, California. Thanks for joining me, Mr. Smith Garage. We'll see you next time.